Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully, everybody is doing okay. We are here, we are locked in, and we're ready. We're here with Justin. We've just done the preview. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not at home, so hopefully, I'm going to edit this in CapCut and we'll get it to work. But the plan is to do a combined 11. That is the plan. So, obviously, make sure you smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. If you can hear noise outside and so on, it ain't me, it's the divs outside. Let's go with this one for a minute. So yeah, we're going to go and do a combined 11 in just a second. Again, hopefully you are doing good. It's going to be an interesting one. And obviously, like I said, I'm here with Justin, so bless up to you every single time, mate. It should be interesting to do because I know you are quite brutal with your team, just like I am with mine.
Yeah.
So, I think that's the best way to be. Right, let's go back over to this thingy, and I'm going to try and edit this in CapCut after. Okay, so who would you have in goal, Manuel Neuer, or would you have a Leipzig keeper?
So that's a very, very hard one. So me, I don't care like who it is. Obviously, you're gonna have your own bias for your own teams and things like
Of
that.
course.
But for
Mhm.
me, whenever I make a decision, even if like it's against my team, it's always because of like it's the right decision, so to speak, or it's going to be out of fact. It's not going to be just because I like the player better or anything like that. So for me, it's either against Manuel Neuer or Peter Galacci. And it's a very tough one because both are fantastic goalkeepers. Manuel Neuer, coming up into his 30s, as you know, fantastic goalkeeper for you guys, has been for so long. And then Peter Galacci's obviously done quite well at RB Leipzig. Hit with a couple of DFB Pokals and Super Cup and things like that. So look, if we're going to go on last season alone, it's going to be Peter Galacci. Because he won the best goalkeeper award type thing that they had. If we're going to go on longevity, then it's going to be Manuel Neuer. For me, I'm just going to say, just at this point in time, because we're picking as in right now,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it's just Peter Galacci, but only by a hair, and that's only because
Okay.
of the mainly the award last season. So I don't know what Manuel Neuer did much last season, but for me, yeah, it's just a little bit there. And look, if you're free to disagree with me, and then also pipe me in my decisions as well, if you think that Manuel Neuer or any other player gets it as well. No disrespect in that either. So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
it's so tough to call, and that's the thing as well. Like Bayern has got such good players, and we should have a lot of them on the pitch as well. So, but yeah, I think it's only just a tiny bit.
No.
What do you
No. No, I
think?
hear it. I think Piccolacci is a very good keeper. I really, really do. I think he is one of the better keepers in the league, without a doubt. There's just obviously I'm super biased, obviously, because he's my keeper. But I think just the way Neuer performed in the Stuttgart game with his reflexes, like my word, Vodamade or Vadamad or how the bloody hell you want to say his name, should
Mm.
have scored. And Neuer does this weird thing, which I know is a goalkeeper thing, you know, but normally you see like goalkeepers go to one side and save like this,
Mm.
right? The guy just like sticks his arm out and just like he just blows my mind every time he makes a save.
He's done that for
Basically,
years,
is what I'm
yeah.
saying. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna go with Neuer, um, but that's my bias. So
Look,
maybe
for me personally, if we're also going to include the first games, not just of last season as well, then Peter Galacci didn't actually play against SV Sandhausen, so you don't know what he's going to do. This is technically going to be his first game because he will start in goals
oh yeah,
against
true.
Bayern Munich. So if you're going to go by including the most recent game, then yeah,
The
Neuer
recent
gets it.
game. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But there we go, people. There we go. Um, Right, who's your right back? Oh, you got Baku, haven't you?
Yeah, right or Baku. We also got a couple of other players, but are we picking players that are going to be available and are going to be on the pitch, or are we
Yeah,
going from the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
entire squad?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't think we should pick injured players because otherwise Jamal Musiala gets in this team. I just don't think that's
Yeah,
fair,
yeah, yeah.
personally.
No, that's fine. So, for me, available, Benny Henriks is not available. So, for availability, it's Rydel Baku and Costa and Delkovic. He was a loanee from last season. He's now permanent. So, yeah, it's out of those two players. And out of that, who would be starting would be Rydel Baku.
Yeah, I think I do like Baku. I've always liked him. When he was at Wolfsburg, I wanted to buy him. I was saying for a long time, like, go and get him in. Now, if this was Joshua Kimmich going in this position, he's blowing anyone out of the water. I really believe that.
Absolutely,
But the
absolutely.
guy doesn't want to play right back. Now, Conrad Lima, obviously you'll know about him because we got him from you guys. Um, Fantastic. He's a dog, quite literally a freaking dog. So I'm fully with him, but at times he's a bit hit and miss because realistically, he's not like he's just one of those players that will play wherever you put him, but he's not actually a freaking right back.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I
what I was
mean?
about to say because we
He's
mainly
like a
deployed
DM.
him, yeah, as a defensive
Yeah,
midfielder. Yeah,
yeah. So who else? Sasha Bowie. I would rather play my wife, Sasha Bowie. He's that shit. Like not even trying to make anyone laugh. I'd rather play you. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
dead ass. Like he's
yeah.
so
I'm short
bad.
as well, so I'm not going to do much.
Like yeah, honestly, he's. I actually think in all of my time watching, I think he's the worst Bayern defender I've ever watched. He's that crap. He's worse than Bonassar. Um,
That's
and
saying
that's
something.
saying that's saying something. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, we'll go with Baku because who else? Stanisic could play there, but we haven't been playing him there. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? He can play there, and he has played there before, but we, for some reason, are playing him freaking left back. So, um, yeah, we'll go with Baku. We'll go with him. Two centre back. This is where it's going to get interesting because
Yes.
we've got we've got loads of centre backs in there, and I know for a while how much you like Orban.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
right. Okay. So we've got. I'll start with Bayern centre backs just for a second. So we've got Upamecano, we've
Mm-hmm.
got Kim Min Jae, and we've got Jonathan Tah.
Mm-hmm.
They're the main ones.
Who
And
plays as
then
the right centre back?
the right centre back is
Yeah,
Upamecano.
Upamecano. Okay. Yep.
Um, and then the left centre back has been Jonathan Tah, and then obviously Kim Min Jae plays at the left centre back normally, but obviously we'll just exclude Kim Min Jae because he hasn't been the Kim Min Jae of Napoli. You know what I mean? Like I don't think anyone's taking him right now. You know what I mean? Um, but then you've got Orban, you've
Mm-hmm.
got what's your other centre back called?
Castello Lucaba.
Lakeba, yeah,
He's
and then
French.
you've
Yep.
also got what's the Dutch guy called?
Dutch guy. Not off the top of my
Is he
head.
Dutch? Maybe he's not
I
Dutch.
was going to say I'm having a brain fade at the moment.
Is it like
Dutch
Gritata?
guy. Oh, you mean Gertruda?
Yeah, can he play centre
Yeah,
back or not?
Gertruda. Yeah, no, he plays centre back and right back. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So there are options. So we'll get rid of Kim because Kim's not going in this team. Um, I don't really care who else goes in the team. Upamecano has to go in this team. He's like one of my favourite players.
Yeah, right. Like
Um,
that's which is ironic enough because if that's the case, then technically both our favorite players would play in the same position. So for
yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, Willie Orban, and me, I would turn around and say that I mean I haven't seen much of Upamecano since he moved over to Bayern, but
Hmm.
every single time I've seen him play, at least against us, he's been bad.
Yeah.
But that's just me, So if that's from me,
Hmm.
watching him, that's not on a week in week out basis. So
Yep.
for that, if we're picking their natural positions, then for me it's Willie Orban. So, but yeah, look, this is a tough call. It's a shame we're not doing this live. I mean, obviously, if we're doing it live, then most people probably say Upamecano anyway. So,
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Nah, like I think it's a shame Jonathan Tah doesn't get in this team because he is one of the better centre backs in the league. But I'm like fully on the upper train. At that point, to the point where I'm driving the freaking train. Um, even though you wouldn't want me driving the train because I've been crashing and taking off the rails. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Um, so
going off the
yeah,
rails
we'll
on a
go with
crazy train, anybody?
yeah, right. We'll go with
Ozzy Osbourne.
upper and or bro, rest in peace. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll go with Orban and we'll go with Upper. I know people are going to be saying otherwise. Orban is actually a good player, though. You know what I mean? Like all of the people that are watching this, take your bias aside. I know we don't like Leipzig, can't stand them, but like if you actually think of the player, he is actually a good player. So we'll go with those two. Um,
If that's
because
the case,
I
then you probably say that we'd put Upamecano in his natural position as the right centre back, then, and then Orban on the left
yeah
centre back.
yeah
So
yeah yeah yeah
yeah,
yeah. Who's your left back?
Left back is David
Raum.
Raum, and newly
Raum.
appointed captain. Yeah.
I think I I think he's got to go in because he is actually a natural left back, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the natural left back. So he's
Because
we've
obviously,
got
yeah, go
coverage
on, go
now
on.
for him, but Max Fingrafe isn't going to be playing as left back. So David
Mm-hmm.
Raum will be starting and playing as left back.
Because again, if Alfonso Davies is there, he's going in all day, every day.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe
Um,
Alfonso Davies is a better player as well, and that hurts too because I like
yeah,
Raum.
yeah, no. He's a very good player. That was actually one of
Mm,
the players that Bayern were looking at. With Alfonso Davies being heavily linked to Madrid not so long ago.
mm.
Um, so I would have taken him fully. I think he is a very, very good player. I think we have to put him in just because, like, don't get it twisted. Stanisic is a very good player. I like Stanisic. I think he's, super good, and I hope we keep him for a while. But me personally, he needs to play right back. Obviously, we spoke in this video about Sacha Bowie and how crap he is and so on, and the fact that Lime is playing that position. Kinnick won't play there, so on. Um, but yeah, for some reason, company seems to persist with this um, Stanisic left back BS. I don't know why we don't just go into the market and get a. Well, actually, we had Adam Asnou, the young player from La Massa. You know what I mean? And we got rid of him to Everton because we weren't giving him game time. So, yeah, David Ram goes in. What formation do you want to play? Because we play a 4-2-3-1. Um,
4-2-3-1. Well, that depends on like, do you guys have like any wingers or anything like that? We can play players that can play in those players positions. So
Positions.
if
Okay.
if we account for that, the left and right attacking midfielder players can play also as wingers, so to speak, then that's fine, so to speak, because I mean, obviously
Yeah.
it's a buy-in show, and obviously we've got to be able to play in both positions as well. So yeah, we can go with a
Yeah.
four
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
three one. That's no problem.
Okay. So then we got a double pivot then.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a number 10, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the double pivot, as the DMs, um, Kimmich has to go in. Um, he's just, obviously you'll know
Oh,
about him because we got him
absolutely.
from you guys.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. So if we're playing with central defensive midfielders, we've got a couple that will be playing. So we've got new ones of like Banzuzi. We've also got Xavier Schlager that can also play in these double pivot roles. We've also got the same thing with Nicholas Seiwald as well. I don't know who else that you have. Obviously, we're going to be going over, and Arthur Vermeeren as well. I should mention as well. Kevin Campbell is pretty old, but he would technically be available. You've already got a lock in one. You can't argue with that. You'd have to be absolutely nuts if you did. Joshua Kimmich is one of them. Basically, got to look over who's going to be the second playing next to him.
who's going to be the other one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so Pavlovic, I don't think will be back for the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take him out of it. So then we've got Leon Goretzka, um, and Bischoff will be the two from Bayern. Obviously, we got rid of Pelinia. He's gone to Spurs, so he's not even an option. Um, so, me personally, I would go with Kimmich and Goretzka, but I don't watch your team, so I don't know if
Yep. Yep.
they are any good. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
What's
Yep.
the um, what's the Belgian player? Is he Belgian?
Uh,
Atletico Madrid.
Belgium. Oh yeah, Arthur
He was there.
Vermeeren. Yep. Yep.
Would, would,
Arthur Vermeeren.
would you say he's better than Goretzka or not?
I mean, obviously, I don't watch a lot of Bayern, but
Yeah.
when I look at it, I would say no. Because for me, I think he's actually
Okay.
underperformed. So he needs to step up this season. So for me, if I was going to do
Okay.
it, so the only logical way for me to do it is that, do I think that he could step into that Bayern team and then take over someone in that position? No. Basically, so if Goretzka and Kimmich was out, maybe. But
Okay.
if they're not injured, then no. The only other players that we have that would be close to it would be Kevin Campbell. He's getting
Yeah.
old. I don't think he's any better than Leon Goretzka. Um, the other two that I could say that are naturally playing in that position, because Xavier Schlager is still quite a good player, but he doesn't naturally play as that defensive type midfield role.
Yeah.
He can be play. He can play there. No, no, don't get me wrong, but it's not a position that is familiar with him. So
Yeah,
as
yeah,
much as I
yeah,
like him, I'd rule him out. For me, it'll then be Banzuzi and then Nicholas Seiwald. Um, so who with your setup with because Kimmich is the playmaker of the two, I would say.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
would you say that the next player is a box to box, or
Yeah,
what they basically do? All right,
that's
so
that's what they do. Yeah,
mm,
personally, yeah.
yeah, so then in that case, that technically does put in Xavier Schlager. So you have, but then
Okay.
that's it. So I don't think Banzuzi will be able to play better than Goretzka because I mean the guy's only like 21ish. You know, he's only just coming over from I can't remember what league, but obviously it's a lower league than anywhere else. So it's pretty much out of any of your players, and I would say Xavier Schlager because I don't think Nicholas Seiwald is a good box to box midfielder. He's more of like your deep lying, winning the ball back and starting the passing and starting the build up play. So
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
the only person on our side is Xavier Schlager. So I'll leave it in your court.
So Schlager or Goretzka?
So
See, I would.
with Xavier
Yeah, go
Schlager,
on, go on.
he also organizes the players on the pitch as well. So I think that technically could complement. I mean, I'm not trying to obviously vote for or force my player in, but if you're putting Kimmich and him together, let's say they could
Mm,
work together. They
yeah,
they both seem like the general types of both be able to organize and things like that. So you have technically one of those types of players on both sides that could basically make sure everything is lined up. Um, that's the only other way I can basically say what Xavier Schlager does. So he'll run it up and down all day. He can decently shoot. I mean, Goretzka I would say is a better goal scorer, but he with Xavier Schlager he has the ability to organize players and stuff like that as well, and put himself in positions that makes other players put themselves in better positions as well. So because like we were absolutely mess last season without him in the midfield. So
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, yeah,
your
we can
your
put him
call,
in.
man. I've got
We
no
could.
no issue with either.
Yeah, no. I'll put Schlager in for the video, but if you guys
Yeah.
disagree, let me know in the comments. Which one would you pick? Would you pick because this is an interesting one as well, Justin, right? Because a lot of the Bayern fans and a lot of my community do not like Goretzka. They want him gone. So you guys let us know
Yeah.
what you think in the comment section down below. We're gonna put Schlager in, but let me know what you guys think. Um, right, Cam, it's pretty self-explanatory. Xavi Simmons. Um,
Only
there
because
is no,
Musiala isn't playing. Yeah.
yeah, there's no Musiala.
So
Um, I could push Olise there, but there's no real need to. So yeah, Xavi Simmons goes in without a doubt. And I know that again, similar to Goretzka, if we flip it, a lot of people want Xavi Simmons
mm,
from the community, from the Bayern View community. So yeah, he obviously goes in without a doubt. Left side, you've got Nusa.
yep.
We've got Luis Diaz.
Who else
Personally,
do
I'm
we have
putting
on
in
the
Luis
left hand
Diaz,
side?
but what
No,
do
I
you
think I
think?
think you'd be right on that one. The only other one I think that plays on the left hand side is, I mean, Yandar Monday played well. I mean, he's only 18 years old. He's not nowhere near Luis Diaz. Has a potential to get there, but he's not there yet, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then who else has we got? Tidium Gomes, but he's going to be injured. So yeah, look, you have to pick Luis Diaz. So we don't have anyone. If it was otherwise, it would be Xavi Simmons and Luis Diaz in that position. So, but Xavi's natural
Yeah.
position is
Mm-hmm.
going to be the number 10. So he
10,
only
yeah.
plays on that left hand side of midfield or as a winger or that side where Luis Diaz would. In our formation because we don't play with the
Which is
number
a 4
10
for 3, yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, no, definitely Luis Diaz, no issue.
yeah. Right side, would you put Michael Elise in, or would you put.
Yeah, so look, I'm struggling to find who would play up against as well. So you got Elise, you obviously Yan Diamande goes on that right hand side. New signing Johan Bakayoko will be playing on that right hand side in our game. Is he better than Elise? I think they're both talented players, but you also have to look at who's going to be proven as well in Bundesliga, because obviously we've got a lot of new players as well, so they may come with good reputations and be fantastic footballers, but they also may not come up to Bundesliga standards. I don't think it's going to be a problem with Bakayoko, but no, I would say Elise as well.
Yeah, no, fully. Again, obviously, you're the guest on the channel, so I'm gonna give your opinion. To be honest with you, though, it was always going to be Elise, in my opinion, because, like I told you in the other video, I think he's the best player in the world. I really do.
Yeah.
The guy is ridiculous. And then I'm guessing Harry Kane, even though Lewis Openda is very good. That's definitely needs to be said.
Yeah. Look, for both in terms of finishing ability and also in terms of being able to hold up the play and things like that, then yeah, Harry Kane gets it. So, and regardless, I think Harry Kane's a better footballer, even though I think he's in his 30s than Lewis Openda. And that hurts me to say. Openda's a great footballer. He's a great guy as well. Don't get me wrong, but excuse me, there's certain things that he does on the pitch that, for me, I wish he didn't do, and it doesn't offset what he does. Unless he does the same thing as his debut season, I think was the debut one where he scored like 20 plus odd goals.
Yeah.
Then I could sort of forgive that. But last season he was only up average at best. So, and in terms of footballing quality in general for over the years as well, it's Harry Kane.
Yeah, no, fully. I think Harry Kane is one of the best strikers in the world. You know what I mean? So, and back-to-back Bundesliga trophies, is in the goal scorer one, I mean. Like, that in itself just shows, and he didn't have the best season last season either, goal scoring wise. He was missing.
He still won the Golden Boot, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So, I think he's probably going to go and win it again this season, unless someone comes out of the blue. I know Goasi's good, but I don't think he's going to be able to beat Kane. Not now with Luis Diaz as well.
I'm trying to be biased. I'm not trying not to be biased, I should say. But look, I think that and you got to look at it realistically from also the amount of chances and also the caliber that is going to be up against Harry Kane for that. And for me, I only think that it's Lewis Openda. All right, so if he wants it, it's his to get, but it's also Harry Kane's to lose. So he's going to have to play it exceptionally well, better than the first season that obviously Openda played to get there. Can he do it? Yeah. Will he do it? No. So it's Harry Kane's to lose.
No, fully. But yeah, there we go, guys. Let us know what you think. Do you think there was too many Leipzig players in there? Do you think we should have put somebody else in there from a Bayern perspective or a Leipzig perspective? Let us know what you think. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Smash likes, hit the subscribe and all that good stuff. Thank you for coming on, Justin. Yeah, man. We're getting out of here.
Anytime. It's been an absolute pleasure, Liam. All the best, and I will speak to you on Thursday.
100%, bro. But yeah, big up, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Peace, people.